Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. Let's just take a clearing breath and bring ourselves here. Invite everybody in to our field of energy that we have so beautifully created together. It's a really special weekend for many in the world. This weekend is Easter weekend. And I really love all the holidays that are offered, and honorings and rituals and places of love, places of study, places of worship, places of honor. And I love it because it brings communion and it brings community. It fortifies the oneness, and it really gives hope. It gives a hope to so many people, and that's important because that's the jumping off point for everything to follow is hope. Once you have hope, then you get dreams, and with dreams, then you get beliefs, and when you get beliefs, you get actions, and then with actions become passions, and then we're going up that vortex, aren't we? Then we go into, that knowledge and freedom and joy and happiness and sharing and caring and bliss. So, but it all starts with, I would say, how we go to bed at night and how we wake up in the morning. Interesting, hey? Yeah. I was thinking about that when I went to bed last night. I had somebody ask a question with the episodes where the sleep one was, the sleep meditation was. And I was thinking, when was that? And I thought, well, I did figure it out. It's likely in the first week when we were first introducing the 4-pointed breath. But I thought, what a great time to revisit it now. I woke up this morning and I had like this, I call it a therapeutic pulse in my left ear. And I thought, when I went to bed, was I laying on my left side? Did I turn over onto my left side? Well, I usually sleep totally in corpse, in just flat on my back with a light pillow underneath supporting the vertebrae in my neck. And because that's what works for me. I don't want to ever be in a position that I in my neck again or put out those vertebrae or those part of the cervical spine. So anyways, I went right into my breathing. Like, where is my breath right now when I had this pulse in my ear this morning? And sure enough, I put my hand on my abdomen, and within three breaths, my head felt entirely clear. That pulsatingness in my left ear was gone, and I laid there with my hand in this miraculous moment, saying thank you to the body, and thank you to my awareness, and thank you for taking the time, not just jumping out of bed going, gotta have a headache today or something, and that's the whole point of it. So when I go to bed at night, I always ensure that I'm breathing into my lower abdomen. And for some reason, I give my abdomen a little crunch because I believe in muscle memory. And I'm like, okay, if you remember anything, let's tighten up that abdominal wall before I go to sleep. And then I go off into my breath into the lower abdomen and my 4-pointed breath. And I get into that rhythm, and I do that counting. Or I bring in my meditation, and so I can clear the mind and drift off into that sleep. And usually before I hit 10 breaths, 10 full complete breaths, I don't really ever remember getting to 10, and I'm off to sleep. And then when I wake up in the morning, I ask you too, like, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing in your head? Like, it's like, good morning world. What miracles will you have me create today? Or good morning good morning self. Like I do bed yoga. I do joints and gland bed yoga. It's definitely going to be one of my online courses. And when we go and take this to the floor and do some stuff, I'll introduce what I do as well, because that's one of the bonuses about being here. You won't have to pay for the online course. And if you do want to a quick fix and say, what was that I learned? You don't want to go through potentially 365 days of a series, then you can just do the online course. So my name is Deborah O'Neill, and I am the founder and CEO of BlissBee.me, Integrative Holistic Health. Integrative being the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the relational, bringing in the spiritual and the relational side of your life all together, all in one. And here we are in episode 20, and I think it's 20, and I'm so grateful for everyone to be here. So when you wake up in the morning, create something that you are going to default to. You're going to say, good morning world, good morning Deborah, good morning beautiful soul, good morning love of my life, good morning, and when I open the blinds, same thing. Good morning, world. Oh my gosh. Or good morning, birds. Or thank you for your song this morning. Like get into it, because it really makes a difference in everything. I have some call me the orchid whisperer, and when I walk past my little grouping of orchids, I truly love seeing their beauty, and I express that in my head. I'm like, or even sometimes out loud, like, your absolute true beauty is so amazing. Like just the textures and the colors, and they have like these little faces, and they're always at the three groupings of the three, and I love all the sacred geometry and nature and all the numbers, and that's totally what my logo is sacred geometry, the Fibonacci's and the hexagons. And the Fibonacci's are the spirals that can be found in all pieces of nature. So if you want to go on a nature walk and you want to create some adventure, start looking for all the little spirals that are out there, all the little ferns, all the little plants, everything grows from that and then opens and opens and opens up. Just like we do, we open up. We're working up the body. We are opening that spiral, and we are filled with the golden equation, the Fibonacci. Our whole body, 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 3 plus 5 equals 8. So that whole sequence of the 5. So anyways, back to waking up in the morning. And so engage that breath again before you even get out of bed. Engage that breath and engage some point of gratitude. So important. It's not like, oh, it's raining again. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a hot day. Oh my gosh, what's rush hour traffic going to be like today? Oh my gosh, I have to go to work. Oh my goodness. So can you imagine your cells? It's like, whoa. They're like bummed. It's like bummer breath, right? It's like, what the heck? Like, what's going on here? Let's live it up. We're in charge. Nobody can do that for us. No, nobody. And it is all part of our self-healing, because it's all part of, we can call the mitochondria on. We can say to the mitochondria, do a visualization, visualizing the mitochondria going, okay, go after all those fat cells, go after all those fat cells. One of my dear people that I've studied with and also has been a personal doctor of mine, Dr. Adam McLeod, he's got a great book on intentions. And in that, I seen him for when I was experiencing the ovarian cancer. And he is a naturopathic doctor, now going in to be a MD doctor to change the MD world, hopefully, that there is other sources of healing as well. So, but his whole book is on exercises of intention. And I was just reading the other day, when I was on my mat, because I go on my PMF mat before I go to bed for the 24 minutes. I have a book that I was reading, and it was all about intention and visualization for the mitochondria for eating the fat cells. And I'm like, well, I'm going to give it a try. So I did the meditation while I was on my mat, and it all works. That's the beauty. It all works. It's not just one thing that works. It all works. So let's take that into our outro, into our meditation today. And I'm going to do some drumming. And I invite you to just experience the drum. And I would love to hear from you what you felt, how the singing bowl was for you yesterday. And if you're on replay, just put replay and what you thought. I listened to it again, and it didn't really come through really loud, but I didn't want it to be really loud. So if I introduce it again, then I know that I can work with the bowl a little bit louder. But today I'm going to do some drumming. So let's feel our feet on the ground and really go into the earth. Allow those tree roots to come out. Allow the etheric feet, that line that we're creating down to the central core of the earth. And I hope that helped with the sleeping. So bringing in the 4-pointed breath, and one hand on the chest, one hand on the abdomen. And if you're breathing here, then work more to breathe here, but nothing forced. One smooth breath in, one smooth breath out. If you can, for an inhalation of 4, and just kind of feel it in the back body, and then going from 4, 3, 2, 1 down to the front body. I hope that was a good, clear explanation. And then doing the counting. So many places I do counting because it allows me to know that I don't have any thoughts in my mind. I brush my teeth, I count. I neti, I count. 14 seconds on this side, 14 seconds on this side. But that keeps me out of going, oh, what's the next thing I have to do? Oh, what's my day look like? Oh, what am I going to talk about when I go on Facebook Live? Helps to keep us calm into that parasympathetic nervous system. And once we get down through to that center core of the earth, let's bring it up. Bring it up. Up that same line that we've created. Up into the full foot. Bring it up into the full leg, up to the hips. If it gets stuck, give it a little jiggy into the abdomen, into the shoulders, down the arms, up the head, and out the body. And fall on sensory to this. See what your body is experiencing. Centering, opening, knowing that this line, this fine line that's created, is now going to go through the center of the body, up through the top of the crown, past the stars, past our solar system, into the galaxy, the cosmos, a fine line to divine, source, creator, higher self, universe. And allow that to come down into the top of the head, this golden white light. Beautifully experience this golden white light coming into the body, into the head, the shoulders, the arms, into the hands. May everything that we touch today be filled with our divine love. A gift from Creator we are. Our higher self is where we walk, talk. Good morning, Skip. Good morning, Marilyn. Thank you for being here on this beautiful day. Thank you for joining us. We're just going through the grounding, centering, and aligning. We've finished the lining. We're bringing in the golden white light. Now get into the breath, the lower abdominal breath. We're in the outro portion. Allow the lower abdomen to expand. And naturally exhale. Introducing our mantra, Soham. I want to remind you that replays are available. I've put episodes and a little bit about what each one is. And all 19 episodes. Now we're on 20. Thank you for being here. I'm going to just introduce the drum as we're into our breath. Good morning, Faith. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to be drumming because the vibration goes right into the body, into my body. Let me know how you enjoyed that. if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't. And this is just about introducing different sounds into our environments, into your environments, to see what resonates for you. Just little snippets of what can be introduced to our daily meditations and just our daily lives. I know when my mom passed and I had the opportunity to be with her, I came home and I drummed. And I drummed and I drummed. I actually drummed so hard that I broke my drum stick. I need to make a new one. I just really wanted her to find the path home. I just really wanted to make sure that something I could do, that I felt that I could do to help her journey. So I would love to hear from you, what's working, what's not working. There's a lot of information, and I love hearing from you. It warms my heart. It gives me passion for being here. And I wanted to read a little poem with regards to how you might want to wake up in the morning. And it's called Beauty, and it's from Mother Meera. So it's the Sri Aurobindo Mother Meera, who I study their writings in South India, in Pondicherry, a beautiful place called Auroville. They developed this town called Auroville, and it has this amazing reflective sanctuary there called the Matramandir. I invite you to look it up because it is totally galactical and beautiful. So it's headed Beauty. Let beauty be your constant ideal, the beauty of the soul, the beauty of sentiments, the beauty of thoughts, the beauty of action, the beauty in the work, so that nothing comes out of your hands which is not an expression of pure and harmonious beauty. And the divine help shall always be with you. And once again, with divine, change that word to whatever works for you. I just love the fact that, it's such a great way to wake up in the morning. You could write this down and read it to yourself in the morning. Let beauty be your constant ideal, the beauty of the soul, the beauty of sentiments, the beauty of thoughts, the beauty of action, the beauty in the work, so that nothing comes from out of your hands which is not an expression of pure and harmonious beauty. And the divine help shall always be with you, the Mother. So that's a wonderful expression to wake up with, or even to offer, have an offering of, my offering in the shower when I do my grounding, centering, aligning is, may the world be filled with healing, heightening, and harmony. I come here, may I heal all past, present, and future lineages. May I heal myself now, my family, my friends, who I'm working with. May I heal all. And then I come up here and to divine source creator. May you guide me in my actions today. May everything I do be in thy will, not my will. There's pretty much my morning routine, when I bring in the grounding, centering, and aligning. So, and for fun, let's pull one of our little love cards again to see what the love cards are saying, encouraging us to lead forward with in this day. Here we go. Spend more time to experience nature. Yeah. Take off your socks and shoes. Stand outside on the earth's ground. Go for a walk. Breathe it in. Look for spirals. Most of all, know that I love you, and I hope you make it a great day. Thanks for being here with me.